Hello, everyone. Welcome back for our first episode of our second party of our Dragon Age campaign. I'm really excited for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Before we jump in, though, I'm going to say a few words about sponsors. Let everybody introduce themselves, and then we'll pass it on to Hannah to get us started. So, first off, sponsors. Let me just get those links into chat. So first is Fundamental RPG. You can see a copy of it sitting behind me. It's a simple D20 system that's not based on any genre, so you can use it to play play any style of game that you would like, from sci-fi to high fantasy and everything in between. You
And
pick
remember,
up
the fun is free with every purchase.
Yes, it's true. You can pick up the physical copy on Amazon. Again, it looks like the copy right behind me. Or if you prefer the digital version, you can do so at Coffee to pick up a PDF. That's at coffee.com/Raven, like it's spelled at the bottom of the screen. Also, Die Hard Dice. They sell amazing polymer and metal dice sets. You can also see some of those behind me. Get a dice bag and some of their dice back there. But yeah, go check them out at dieharddice.com. If you use the code Blackfeather, all one word with a capital B, you can get 10% off your order. And currently I'm recommending this really cool Winter's Embrace Dire D20. This thing's massive and it's heavy and metal. Yeah, every time I roll it, I feel like, even if I roll a nat 1, I could just have my character throw this at whatever it is. And it would be fine. So it's a lot of fun. Go check that out. And then finally, if you want to catch up on this or any other show that we have on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.fantasy.network. So that out of the way, we'll do introductions. Paladin, tell us a little bit about your character and yourself.
Hi, I was not expecting to be first, even though we're a small cast. Hi, I'm Paladin Hawk, Twitch moderator for Random Tuesday, A Little Red Dot, and Polished Scripted. And today I am playing Jade, a butler for the lady, wrote it down, Sybil d'Argent. So I'm just a very well-mannered man, elf, by the way. And I look forward to using all my butlering skills to good effect in the dangerous world of Dragon Age.
Awesome. I'm Raven. I'm the creative director for the Raven Evermore, which is my brand for all the various things that I do, most of which are tabletop related or adjacent. My link tree's there in chat, or if you're watching this later on the Fantasy Network and can't see chat, it is linktr.ee/the Raven, like it's spelled below my face. And yeah, I'm playing Draffirth or Draff, and she is best described as like a punk rock apostate mage who joined the Grey Wardens and was promptly not so much kicked out as just like sent away with a "don't call us, we'll call you," because she was that much of a pain in the butt. She's an elf, and I'm going to horribly butcher a Ferelden accent through this, so I apologize in advance for how awful it's going to sound. But I'm excited to play this character. She's going to be a lot of fun and very rebellious. So yeah, that's me and my character. Go check out Anina Kasky on Twitter. She's gonna be joining us either later in this month or next month. She's got some other things.
Well.
Yeah.
She says next week in Discord.
Oh.
So I know.
Oh yeah, that's new. That just popped up for me. Cool. Well, very soon then. Yeah, she's gonna join us. So go check out her stuff. She's awesome.
We need her.
Yeah.
Yes.
And next we've got B. Tell us a little bit about Alan and yourself.
I'm John Belliston. I go by B or Behemoth or Troll and Prettiest Princess, or I just collect names like Pokemon. That's really what it just boils down to. Yeah, I am playing Alan Maras, and I found Alan because it showed up on a Kunari name list, and he is a Kunari himbo spy who is obsessed with Orlesian pastry. And they just want to put tiny cake in slightly less tiny cake. And he is not that bright. But he really, really, really wants to make tiny cakes. And also he's probably going to be murdered because the whole former spy thing. But tiny cake. He's good. He's tiny cake.
I love that. All right, and then Hannah, tell us about your wonderful self and this wonderful campaign that you've put together, and take it away.
What a lovely group of chaos children and a butler.
You're too kind.
So my name is Hannah, or Wohan, anywhere you can find me online. This is my debut streaming as a GM, so I'm not nervous at all. It's gonna be great. To get started then. So right off the bat, I'm gonna be doing some explaining of there's a train. Just a second.
It's the hype train. They're so excited for this RPG show.
Yep.
Trains just go past.
So it's tiny cake here. Oh, very tiny.
Are you still going?
Basically, not even cake. So tiny.
All right, so to start with, in 931 Dragon, the Grey Warden hero, Mahariel, a Dalish elf, saved all of Ferelden and probably the whole world from the Darkspawn threat. Years later, in Kirkwall, the Rogue Hawk supports the mages as Knight Commander Meredith cracks down on them unfairly. And then years after that, an Inquisition is formed in response to the horrible tragedy that occurred at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, which killed the Divine. That Inquisitor, or that Inquisition, came to be led by another Dalish elf, this time a mage. They held up the rebel mages who had dissolved the circle, or who had voted to dissolve the circle in the following years. And in doing so, kind of doomed the Templars in this timeline. So, time goes on, and the Inquisition eventually is dissolved mysteriously and for what other people see as no particular good reason. And that kind of is where we stand now. The rebel mages, once allies of the Inquisition, are now lobbying to create their own sort of circle, where they are not prisoners, but instead students. We're going to move on over to Orlais, which is where our adventure is going to start. Particularly, oh my god, what's the name of this place? In an estate near Valforey, which is close to, but not quite, near the capital of Valorio. These are legions and their vals. So, we zoom into the estate of one Lady Sybil d'Argent, an Orlesian noble. And we see her in conversation with her butler. Now, what would Jade have been doing before receiving summons from his mistress?
I would probably have been preparing her some treats, perhaps a beverage of some sort.
Excellent. As you come in to deliver those treats, she looks up at you and says, "Ah, good, Jade. I have a new mission that I need you to take care of."
A mission? That sounds so official. You know.
Mission is a strong word, I suppose. So, I have been receiving reports from people within my lands saying that they have seen mysterious lights and activity at night near the forest.
Oh,
And
that
I would
sounds
like you to-
dreadful.
Doesn't it just? Now I am just as alright as any other with these mages attempting to create their own the college or whatever. But that does not mean that I have to tolerate mysterious magic people on my lands. So I will be asking you to take the Kunari, the one who likes the cakes.
Oh no.
Is there a problem?
No, of course not. Well, no, it's perfectly fine. I would be happy to. You do remember, though, that I am not one of your mercenaries, yes? I am here to serve you. My skills do not quite lie in that area. I am, of course, happy to do whatever it would take to please you, however.
And she quirks like a little, like, odd smile. And she's like, you are very good at your butler duties, but I have started to have feelings. Wow, I am way off of the French accent now. I have started to have feelings that you are more capable than perhaps you first appear.
Well,
Regardless, this is
I would-
more of a chance for you to watch over our new Kunari friend.
I see now. Yes, of course, I will be more than happy to support him however he might need and to document his endeavors.
Many thanks. I have arranged for a person with magical knowledge to meet with you and provide support. They will be
most
meeting you.
handy, yes.
It is better to be prepared in these matters of magic, as we have seen in many years over this age. So, I will ask for you to go and collect him, and you may head up at your leisure. The place that you will be looking for is half a day's ride out. You can meet this mage at an inn near the forest, and then go to investigate where and what is going on in my lands.
What does this mage look like? How can I identify them?
How would we be told to identify this mage, Raven?
She's known to go around in a sort of lopsided tricorn hat, carrying a broken oar, which is interesting since, that she's nowhere near a large lake or ocean or anything.
I'm sorry, did you say an oar?
An oar.
I have been told that she wields an oar.
All right. I hope she was cheap to hire. Well,
Yes.
I shall do my utmost, and I will depart immediately.
And she kind of gives you a map leading to where, or a contact to meet at the inn, or around the inn. This is a small
Okay.
town.
I probably don't need the map. Like, I know the area, I know people. But
That's probably fair.
thank you. And I'll first go suit up and be like, uh-oh, this sounds super dangerous.
Now, what would Alan be doing on any given day?
Alan, most likely now, if he's not like practicing hitting things, he has a little like kind of pen knife, and he's carving recipes into the back of his shield so that he won't forget them, because he's worried that he knows that he ain't that bright, and he just wants to make sure that he remembers things, and so he just carves his. And notebooks are hard because they're, you could drop them, but he doesn't forget his shield, and so he's just carving little recipes very slowly into the back of his shield.
Is there a particular recipe that he's interested in lately?
It is he's trying to figure out how to do a tiny lemon cake.
Life gives you lemons.
Indeed. But the glazing confuses him profoundly. He doesn't understand how glazing works, and there's nobody to tell him, so he's just trying to figure it out.
All right. We'll take a
So
quick
everything's
pause here.
slightly sticky right now, just because of his experiments with glazes.
Including the shield and the tiny pen
Oh,
knife.
absolutely, yeah.
I can see it's going to be an expedient departure from the mansion.
Yeah.
So we'll take a small pause here, and we're going to zoom out. Now, Draff is a Ferelden. What is a Ferelden mage doing in Orlais?
I think as she would say, what are any of us doing anyway, yeah? Just, exploring, going around, doing shitty accents.
I think you're doing great. So, while you are in a town, there are whisperings of magic and stuff, and there is even posted up on a board a call from the Lady of the Lands asking for magical expertise.
Okay.
Through a liaison, you are able to... Actually, is this something that Draft would be interested in?
What part in particular of
Like, searching for someone with magical expertise in the area.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to do. I think she'd find it interesting enough to go check it out.
So through a liaison to Lady D'Argent, you are hired on to meet up with some of her own people at an inn in the town to go and investigate these magical occurrences that have been happening on her land.
Okay.
And so that is kind of where you will probably be hanging out, unless there's other things you want to do before you're supposed to meet up with the people.
No, if we're gonna go meet at like a tavern or something like that, then yeah, she'll just go straight there and and enjoy the samplings of what they have to offer, particularly in the spirits category.
Wonderful. So we'll put a pause on that and then come back to Jade as he prepares to leave. Maybe.
Let's see. We were traveling a half a day out, right? Is
Yeah.
that just to the inn place or to the investigating place?
So that
How
would be
far
to
is that?
the inn, which is in the town where kind of these rumors have been
Okay,
circulated.
so assuming just a couple of days. Okay. I was just thinking if I should let people know where I'm going, but I don't. I'll
have
be
people-
back in no time. It's
Do you have
fine.
people to let know?
I have friends.
All right.
You know, if I'm just suddenly gone, or like my expertise is needed. But it's fine. I'll be back. Like I'll let the staff know that I'll be escorting Mr. Maras, and yeah, with a lot of not enthusiasm, get geared up.
I like to
Which
imagine. I like to imagine some of the staff kind of giving you a soft pet, like there, buddy.
Oh, it's fine. This doesn't sound dangerous at all. That's just some lights, Lights have never hurt anyone. And besides, I'm not the one in danger. It's Mr. Maras, who is quite tough, as one would see. So everything is going to be okay. And even if it's not, I've got this big crossbow that the lady gave me. So, should be fine. Well, and then I go find him.
In what state will he find you?
He is sitting there, and he's currently realized that the vague stickiness that is from his glaze experiments has meant his penknife is now stuck to his hand, and so he's just trying to either pull or lick it off with the little penknife.
Oh dear, it
Very
looks like you're in
intensely
quite a
focused.
state. Do you need any assistance, Mr. Maras?
You already told me that you do not lick other people, so I'm not sure how much help you can be. We already have this conversation.
Be that as it may, Miss D'Argent has a mission for you.
Oh,
Yes, I
She
know.
loves
It's
good.
quite the honor. It's
yes.
just a mission for you, and I will be assisting you.
Oh,
Mm,
must be very fancy mission.
it's very special.
I will go walk in the river real quickly.
Perhaps that's wise. Just
Yes.
a quick
Good
quick
idea.
bath.
Good idea.
There are ants.
No. We walk over. I'm gonna fall face first to the river, roll around a little bit, and then stand up.
I'm doomed.
Only if his intelligence. Only if it's about thinking. Yes, you don't if thinking. If about tiny cake. If about hitting thing with other thing.
I'll collect some of the stuff I'm positive he'll need, and maybe give it a quick clean while I'm there.
Yeah, it's all just varying levels of sticky.
Mm-hmm.
It smells kind of nice because it's like that lemon, like where it made it like it made the glaze correct, like it used the right ingredients, just did it all wrong. So it smells kind of like sugar and lemon juice. It's not an unpleasant scent.
So
What was
like
the
lemonade?
weapon?
What?
So like lemonade, kind of?
Yes. Everything just smells vaguely like lemonade.
Amazing.
What was his weapon again?
Oh, he has a short bow, a bastard sword, and he has a military fork.
Right.
Because it seems thematic.
The fork is his main weapon, yes?
I think the sword and the shield are generally the ones he uses the most.
Okay.
But he carries the fork around because one, he thinks it's hilarious, and two, because being able to poke things periodically from a further distance is preferable sometimes.
Considering that the bastard sword is, I'm assuming, sheathed,
Yeah,
I will have cleaned the military fork
yeah.
when you get back.
I think actually that the bastard sword is the one thing that is like immaculately clean. Like there's the one thing that he actually takes care of is the bastard sword.
So as you get out of the river, I'll have lined up all the stuff you'll need that I think you might need, and the fork is clean. There you go, sir. I've taken the liberty of assembling some of your gear, and your weapon is now well, here's your weapon.
Well, you're very good at whatever it is. This is. You're very good at it.
It's my job to help you.
Yes, your job. You do well. Your job.
Thank you, sir. That's so kind. So, your mission that Miss Danjean has given you is to travel to the inn, and I'll give the name. Does it have a name?
Not that my brain has supplied to me at this moment.
Okay.
Would anyone like to provide an inn?
It's the Hat and Frog.
I love it. The Hat and Frog.
Yeah. So we'll be traveling
As
to the
opposed
Hat and
Drunken
Frog.
Frog, which is
It's
the
an
dive bar down the street.
So we will
Yeah,
not be
to be
going there
confused.
to get drunk. No. We will be meeting a mage of some repute. Yes. And she'll be assisting you in investigating rumors of mysterious lights.
Lights.
Yes. Do you understand, sir?
Lights. You look at
Yes, lights.
Lights.
Quite. I see
then-
you're a sharp one.
repute.
Yes.
Repute
Well.
is a thing of
I mean, ill
It's
is a type of repute.
adverb. It is his word.
I was going to say some repute.
I see we're going to get along just fine. So,
Yes.
is this
you've
all
got a
you
friend.
need to travel? Would you perhaps like to go into town, a shop, something, before we set out on our quest?
But all my things are here and clean.
Excellent. How well prepared you are, sir. This is going to be smooth as silk. After you, sir.
You're
And
gonna
I'll
walk, but he's gonna keep
generally
that
point
you're
him
gonna
in
keep
the
that
right
same,
direction.
Like, smooth as silk. What does that even mean? It's wandering around.
No. It's this way, sir. This way.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, sir. I have the map. There will be no difficulties.
He's good.
I don't need the map, but yeah,
We have one.
I have one.
So, of course, you will be allowed to take some horses from Lady Sybil's stables so that you can make your journey.
That's probably better. I was gonna walk, but I like walking. But
If you want
I
to walk,
guess
you
we're
can.
riding horses. Like, what
Well-
Dragon Age game is this? When do we ever ride horses?
I mean, I did all the time in 3, but yeah.
Didn't
You
we?
can.
Because
in
I got an
position.
awesome. I had a cool one. And I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't a horse. It was some weird riding animal.
I always liked having the hearts, the big elk.
Yeah, it
They
was,
made horrifying noises when they started to sprint.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic.
And I was a Dalish elf, so it just seemed
But I figure having another having another brain to help there is probably going to be best, because then you can just put Alan on the horse, and then you just have to guide the horse instead of
So,
Alan.
yeah. We would assume that you don't have your own horse, right? Like, there's not a specific
Yeah,
horse for you.
yeah. I think
Okay.
he usually either just walks or is just generally confused by how to take care of the horse. So
Okay, I'll have to pick out a horse for you then, I assume.
oh yeah.
So
yeah,
I'll
that's-
walk you to the stables, and perhaps we should ride. So what do you think? Perhaps this
Yes.
horse. It's quite big and strong, like you, able to
Yes,
support your
yes.
considerable muscular physique.
It sounds good. Sit on animal and it goes in direction. Yes.
I assume you know how to ride, yes, sir?
You sit on horse and it goes in direction.
You do sit on the horse. That's quite accurate.
Yes,
How about we give it a try?
All right. Climb onto the horse. It'll be awkward. And weird.
I'm gonna
Take longer than it should.
Let's go total party kill. Here we go.
getting killed by a horse. Let's actually, for funsies, let's make that the first roll of the game. How about you give me a
Fantastic.
dexterity roll to see how getting on the horse is?
Okay, how do I dexterity roll?
We will. Alan.
You click on the word dexterity, right?
That does appear to be the case.
Yeah.
Hey.
You even get stunt points.
Ooh. Apparently, I
There-
can-
There is a handout in Roll20 for stunts, for your reference if you need it.
That would be combat stunts. I would generally allow you to kind of make up, like, because this is kind of a free form, not really a standard ability test situation.
Yeah.
I would feel open to like just leaving it to you. How cool is it when you get on this horse?
I think that it starts out looking like has no idea what he's doing. Like he's just going to harm this animal by like jumping and belly flopping on like just onto the back. But he like kind of catches he sort of like catches the stirrup as he's jumping, and the momentum of it all just sort of like carries him into like this perfect position, and the horse starts going in the right direction. Like it sort of like hits the rein, just everything hits the reins right, and the horse is now just going.
Do you do one of the poses where the horse rears and you're like, yay?
Yes,
One of those?
but I don't think it is in any way intentional. And if you look at his face, he's like, I have no idea what is going on. Ah!
It seems you're a natural. Such talent.
It does seem like a thing. It happened.
I pick out a horse that is very mediocre. So I want it to be bland in color, and I want it to I'm gonna dishevel it a little before I set out, because obviously it's well cared for, and I want it to look like I ain't shit. So
We got a pretty socially conscious member.
Yeah.
So
Somebody
I want
has to be
anyone to look
conscious.
at the two of us to focus on him and only him.
You need like an invisibility cloak at this point. You're like, don't look at me. I don't wish to be perceived.
So I go into like the clop after him.
Perfect. So the half day's ride out to this inn, the Hat and Frog.
Yes.
Yeah, the Hat and Frog.
As
The Hat
opposed to
and
the
Frog.
Drunken Dog, which is down the street in the bar.
Yeah, Drunken Dog down the street, much less reputable inn.
They don't even have beds. It's just chairs and drinks.
Yeah.
This is your pillow. It is booze.
We bring you a pillow to the bar.
And also not to be confused with the Frog and Hat. That's a different establishment. We don't talk about that place.
We did, yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's a questionable establishment at best.
And not even in that town anyway.
Yeah. That's the weirdest thing about bringing. That's the weirdest thing about it. It's brought up all the time, but it's not even there.
People are like, could you stop mistaking our very reputable inn for
Or
that
whatever
place?
that was. Like, can we talk about what it is?
They are not even our legion.
Run entirely by ducks. Here's your booze.
That's why it's shady. It's run by the Quacky Gang Mafia.
Yes. Yeah. They monopolize.
Oh, hey, look back there. There's the rails that we just went off of.
Yep.
I can't. I'm not good at getting us back on the rails.
Sorry.
I am though.
Thank you,
So-
Paladin.
Okay.
So,
We traveled there without incident. You
yeah,
were saying?
there's basically no incident. These are pretty well protected. Sybil is a strict and efficient noble, and she does make sure that her lands are all protected. She has her own groups of mercenaries who work for her.
Are there signs of justice, perhaps, along the road, like people who are hanged or in cages or something?
Does that seem like her to you?
Yes. So very like alive in a cage. You know, some people gotta die. That's the law, right?
How about don't
reminds me
do
of
crime and you won't
Yeah.
die?
Uh-huh. Don't do the crime if you can't, do without
Keep
living
Fine.
or
Put in
whatever.
put in a cage for a month.
There's like a decent amount of quiet gossip about her way of ruling her lands from the other nobles, but no one's willing to say anything because she is pretty intimidating. We have seen in the past another noble brought a chevalier to challenge her, and she fought that chevalier on her own in a dress. Anyway,
I think I, as the player, am in love with this character right now. Can I propose? Is that a thing? Can we propose to fictional people? Is that a thing?
You
yep.
can.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
okay.
tend not to
Alright,
answer, though.
Yeah, it does undermine some of the fun.
Or
Anyway.
During this travel sequence, I'll be riding like one half step behind you,
Mhm.
right? So if you want to talk to me, you can go like this. But it's not the easiest thing in the world.
I think he is, but he also isn't always. He doesn't always remember that you're behind him. So he's having conversations with you, but facing forward, whether or not you hear it. Because as far as Alan is concerned, he's just out on a ride with his bestest buddy.
you do pass at one point stocks, and there is a man still alive in them.
We'll do our best to ignore.
He kind of like makes sad noises at you as you pass by.
Remember, sir, it's not polite to stare.
I will throw a tiny cake at him. I'm gonna vaguely aim for his mouth, but it's mostly just I'm just throwing a cake at him.
Right in the eye. Here we go.
Humans eat through eyes, right? That is a thing. I heard that when I was little. Is it a true thing?
I'm afraid I'm an elf. I don't know about humans.
Ah, yes. You eat through nose. That is wasn't here.
That's why he's always turning his nose up.
It's to eat sandwiches.
You arrive in the town without any incident and are able to quickly identify the Hat and Frog Inn. How many drinks has Draff had?
Oh, that's a good question. I think she lost count after 4. So somewhere between 4 and too many.
Can you make me a constitution roll then?
Absolutely. That is a 13.
Beautiful. You are, especially for an elf, pretty good at holding your liquor.
That tracks.
All right, so I'm assuming you two stable your horses.
I'll
head in?
stable our horses.
Yes,
So if you could wait here for just a moment, I'll see to our horses.
of course. Anything for a good friend.
I'm like, he'll be gone just like when I get back, and I'm just have to go, I'm sorry, ma'am. Just vanished, ran off.
How hard is it to find a Kunari?
Surprisingly hard, apparently.
Weird. So, does Alan stay where he's told?
What is nearby? What
An
is
inn.
okay? I mean, just well, like what visually, what's nearby? What's nearby?
So we've got the inn on the one side, which is the kind of the largest building
yeah.
on this street. Across the way, there's like a grocer's stall. We've got some other shop, bakery. It's a bakery. It smells like bread.
Gonna make a quick willpower roll.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Okay, I got a 12. I think I start walking about halfway to the bakery, and I'm like, wait, no. You need to wait for bestest friend. He says, wait here, and not go to the bakery. But he didn't specify not go to the bakery, but he did say wait here. So I can wait here and just look at bakery. And so that is what he's doing. He's looking very intently at the bakery.
And I'll return. So no, it's this building over here.
Oh, yes. But that is bakery.
Yes, that is a bakery.
Smell the bread. It's good bread.
It is a nice smell, yes.
Yes.
They'll have food in the inn as well.
Bake?
If you would like, I mean, you are in charge of this mission. We could pop over there for a quick loaf of something. Or pastry.
Wait.
It's entirely up to you.
But you bestest friend, you know how do things like proper do things. What is proper do thing?
I would, of course, advise you to do as Miss D'Argent requests of you. My lady is quite severe with those who disobey, so it's always best to be prompt.
That is good point. That is why you are bestest friend. Okay, we'll go, and I will just start walking into the.
Now remember, we're looking for a female mage with a tricorn hat and an oar.
Look for
She will be aiding you in your investigation of rumors of strange lights.
Head shiny.
Yes, and an oar.
Head and or both. Both?
I know, yes, it's strange.
Oh.
But it should be easily identifiable.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, a boat inside of the inn is very identifiable.
I don't think there's an actual boat.
But what, you say or in little head.
How about we just go in and we'll just see for ourselves?
That is very, very smart. That is very smart, bestest friend. That is very smart.
And I'll like take a few steps ahead of him and open the door for him.
So,
Walk in.
Oh.
If I may, just describe what Draff is doing here, because I think this is going to be an amusing moment as the doors open.
beautiful.
So I will leave it up to our Dragon Master here if the other patrons have joined in or not. But Draff is standing on top of a table with the oar, just like smacking it on the top of the table, like as a beat, and is singing a very crass little ditty with a mug of something in the other hand, and just sort of waving it back and forth.
Absolutely, you have a couple of the other patrons at least up there with you, just going ham. The
Just
poor
like everybody
bartender is
else
like
in the
trying.
country.
It appears to be very entertaining boat.
I think that's the person we're looking for, sir.
Yes, I think so. He's unexpected boat, but he's looks solidly built. He would keep out water very well.
And I'll sort of like nudge you over to her. Like,
Hey. Hello, boat.
Draff looks down at Al. Is like, "You talking to me?"
don't think
Is
that's
there other
actually
boat
her.
here? Wait, is there,
No.
then I'll turn to Jade. Is there another boat here? Is there more than
I
one
don't
boat?
think that's her name, sir.
No,
I mean- I like big boats, I cannot lie, but that's I'm not a boat. No.
oh, I guess it's a different person. Sorry, I'll wander around look for boat.
So no, I
Boat!
don't believe this is the person we're
Where
looking
is
for.
boat? Boat!
I'm sorry, my mistress did not give me your name.
I'd like
We
to
were
just-
sent here by the Lady d'Argent.
Oh,
I
you
am
one of them
her-
fancy pants people.
Our pants are quite fancy, yes. It's very kind of you to notice the craftsmanship of our pants. But yes, I am Jade, her servant, and this is Mr. Maras, the leader of our little quest to investigate the strange lights. And I understand you will be assisting us.
Oh right, that thing. Yeah. All right, sounds good. So we got a fancy pants and a big one over here.
His,
I like the
his
horns.
pants are not quite as fancy, but I'm sure something can be arranged once we are successful in our quest.
You will turn, but you'll hear the horn thing. Yes, they are freshly glazed.
Oh, glazed horns. How about that?
Boat! Where is boat? Boat, where are you?
I'm afraid you'll have to do some finessing with that one.
Oh right.
I'm sure a lady of your talents will have no difficulty steering him in the right direction.
like the boat.
Draft's just gonna like lightly bonk Alan on the top of the head with the oar. Go, oi! There's no
Wait.
boat. We're the boat.
Away is oar.
It's just a thing, yeah.
But it's the boat thing.
So
Yes, boats have oars. It's very simple. It's a very simple thing.
look.
Boats have oars.
There's
Or
no
have
no
boat.
boat, but I've got an oar. That's all there is to it. There's no boat.
You are a boat? I talk to you, Shiny Light Forest? Shiny Light Forest, you are a boat?
You know what? Sure, I'm a boat.
Alright, oh, was it so hard to say? It's so confusing. Really, like, seriously, bestest friend, like, I don't understand these magic people. They're crazy. They're crazy people. Would have been realized when they are boats.
Right. So where are we going next then?
Well, forest is where shiny things are. I mean, do you need river to get there, or?
No, I can walk. It's fine.
Oh, okay, you're a fancy boat.
Yep, fancy. That's me. And she's gonna look at the at Jade and at the fancy pants for a second there and go right, and then look over at the bartender and just go, "Oh, it's on his tab. Yeah, we're leaving."
I'm afraid I don't have a tab here. This is not the sort of establishment I frequent.
Look, we're doing a job.
Boat need money.
We're doing a job for you, lady. Yeah.
That is true, and it could go on her tab.
and she has to pay for expenses, equipment, and that sort of thing.
I'm afraid that's she likes to pay after the job is completed.
Right. So after we do the job, then it's on his lady's tab.
Then you'll be rich, or at least richer, and be able
You
to
can
afford it on your own.
You can trust her because boats do not lie.
I have never heard a boat lying, it's true.
Oh.
But if I might be so bold as to offer you advice, I would try to fleece the Lady d'Argent. She's quite fierce.
Yes.
sure you've
Also,
heard
she
the
is
rumors,
terrible
yes?
police. She's very bad. She's bad at things. Very good at being lady, but very bad at things.
So a couple of things. I think Draft when Alan's talking about the lying things, like, oh, I do because she's very crass. Just, I do plenty of lying, yeah, but not like that. Anyways, so you lady, look, I've been a Grey Warden. I've dealt with.
I'm sorry, you've what?
I'm a Grey Warden. So I've seen some, as they say, I've seen some shit. So I'm not really worried about your fancy lady, okay?
Well, that is entirely up to you.
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
I trust you to make wise choices for yourself.
Oh, that's you might want to reconsider that, but let's get going, yeah?
Yes. Have you been in town long? Have you perhaps already come up with some theories about these lights? It would be very helpful for Mr. Moraz to have some theory to go on, some clue to follow.
I think he's shiny. It might be about both.
So, from behind the bar,
Mhm.
this a portly man kind of like speaks up like, you are here for the lights?
Yes, a shiny thing forest. Light thing.
Oh, thank goodness. We have been living in fear for a whole week. Every night there are lights. They are out in the forest, and we don't know what they are caused by. And there's all these mages going around. I mean, I haven't seen a mage in so long, but like, you hear things, right? The mages are making their own college, and magic is. I'm an Andrastian man.
Yes. That is thing that is happening with
So you
people
are here to,
here.
as you said, take care of.
Yes,
the
we
magic?
are here to look at and possibly poke with stick a light.
But I will tell you all I know. They only appear at night. Is a ways out in the forest. With no one is going in there right now because of this. It is like flashes. Oh my gosh, it is so hard not dip into other accents.
I'm gonna pull my shield up and I'm gonna start making notes.
Into this, how much is written on the back of your shield?
A lot, and it's just sort of it's all sort of like over each other. Like, I think he probably has to go through shields periodically because he just sort of just writes.
I think I'll
Tries to write small.
quickly give you like a notebook, if you would prefer to just write in an actual notebook.
with knife cut notebook.
Then I will also give you a pen.
I don't know. Let's see. Oh.
Well, you are in charge of this whole quest thing, so
Yes. All right, I take note now. Forest far away, shiny light,
They
mages,
Flash.
maybe boat? Question mark.
sometimes it is flashes, sometimes it is just a soft glow. Sometimes it's this horrible green pulsing.
green, like those
Scary.
things that showed up in the sky.
Oh gods. The world isn't ending again, is it?
I'll
I
turn
do not
to
think so.
Giraffe.
Because I am not on fire. If
He's on fire for the
if
whole
I am not on
Inquisition.
fire, every time world is ending, I ask myself, am I on fire? And then I say to myself, no, Ellen, you are not on fire. Why are you asking such silly questions? I say, because I want to know if world is ending. And then I say back to me like, oh, well, that makes perfect sense, because if one is on fire, then the world is probably ending. So I am not on fire, ergo, do not worry about end of world. He's dumb but charming.
Traff just listens to that entire thing attentively. It sort of blinks for a second and goes, yeah, surprisingly, I can't really argue with that. But look, bartender, your world might be ending, but the world isn't going to end. It's fine.
You may want to be a touch more delicate, Mom.
Boats get confused sometimes. Do not worry.
Look, I mean, yeah, it could be something bad out there in the woods. I mean, usually the green throbbing, pulsing thing, you might want to get that looked at by a doctor, but the lights are probably fine. It's probably nothing. Campfires, a swamp gas, or something.
Maybe it's just a very, very complicated oven making the cake.
It sort of just trails off and looks over at Jade. That was that better?
Oh yes, fantastic. It's strange. These things are caused by mages, I assume, but
Everybody always assumes
the
it's mages.
bartender says he hasn't seen any mages other than you, of course, in
It
quite some
could
time.
also be very complicated boat or fancy oven. You must consider all things. All things. Be very considerate. Because we do not want to be like, oh, he's always mages. No, that makes us dumb. That
See?
makes us dumb.
He gets it.
What is Alan's definition of boat at this point?
Apparently has an oar.
I would say it's very I would say it's very
It's very
fluid
fluid,
at the
though.
moment. Yeah.
Boat is a social construct.
Yes. Boat is a social construct.
The new gender just dropped today. It's boat.
Boat.
Yeah.
All right. So, my head just went empty.
Sorry.
Um,
I could make a Be Charming roll.
I mean, if Raven wants draft could attempt it.
Oh, wow.
You're
Okay.
charming as all heck.
Yeah, I can try that.
Yeah, that's got a 15 on a communications roll.
Oh, nice.
The
That a roll?
Apparently, yeah.
Cool.
I just
Communications, yeah.
I just want to see what draft is. That's an 8.
I may be stupid and probably insane, but I'm very charming.
Wow, 3 1s.
Wow.
Oh, ouch.
Well,
Hey,
this
well.
is my role to see if I've heard anything resembling this, and apparently I have not.
I would like, so in response to Alan's wonderful role, the barkeep's like, I figured those horned men would be terrible brutes, but you seem good.
I try to be good. Because, sometimes you're bad in the past and you go, oh, no. And then like you're I don't want to say the name wrong, but the lady who very good, very like very much
Andraste?
Yes. See, forgiveness become good later. Yes. So if you were very bad, you will still become very good.
Yeah.
Hey,
And what I was gonna say, Raven, is you could, if you want, try to perform a magic roll to see
sure.
if any of this sounds familiar to you, or you guys could just move forward with other plans.
That's cool. Yeah, I was figuring the communication was to try and be delicate with the bartender, which that roll feels about right for that. It's an 11 for magic.
It's what he says is so vague. The green is a little concerning because that is like the color that has been associated with the fade and stuff, and
Fade and
demons
stuff.
and things. Fade and stuff,
And the demons and things.
and the demons and things.
Okay.
Listen, I'm good at words. I'm the best at words.
you and Alan, man. You and Alan, you just got this shit.
I'm in good company then. So,
yeah.
concisely, they have said that it only happens at night.
Okay.
And he does mention that even when they, like, the first few times it happened, they went out to investigate and they couldn't really find anything, like, out of the ordinary. And that pretty much just lends itself to the mystique and the horror of it for them. They were like, well, we're doomed.
That's fair.
The term
It is-
ordinary is was going to have Alan double down on the boat thing, but it's clearly some sort of boat conspiracy.
Ghost ships don't need water.
True.
I mean, that's fair, and they do glow green a lot of the
Indeed.
time.
Mm-hmm.
So the big bad is Davy Jones.
Oh.
You have solved my puzzle.
The boat, and he will be defeated with tiny cakes and love.
We done figured it out.
Oh,
also
goodness.
What if
It
that
is
was
probably-
it?
Sorry,
I
what
realize
were you
it's
going to
the
say,
holy
Hannah?
It's the holy trinity of Alan right now. Is like love, tiny cakes, and violence. It's just what he does. It's his trinity right there.
I'm excited to see the love really come into it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm kind of excited
and
for
the
the violence.
violence.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
So it's probably about mid-afternoon right now. You guys left in the mid-morning from the estate, so it's a little bit until sundown, and which seemed like the most reasonable time to head out. I love
You would
wandering around in
think.
the dark,
But
but and actually, before we decide what to do, this does seem like a pretty decent place to take a small break.
Awesome. All right, yeah. We will take a break and be back in 15 minutes for the second half. Thanks so much, Michael Wayne, for that gifted sub. Jay, let me know who you'd like to give an advantage to. Also, the notification finally did come through for the coffee subscription from Hannah. So who would you like to give an advantage to?
I'm not allowed. I'm legally not allowed to play favorites, so random.
Okay, I will roll a d4. It's a 3, so 1, 2. So B gets an advantage,
Yay!
which I will. All right, and did I do the thing? Nope, I did the wrong thing. I will roll for the other one as well. So I'm trying to get an advantage little icon thing on the screen, and OBS is not cooperating with me. There we go. Second one can go to anybody, so let's do T6. Don't land on 6 because there's only 5.
Land on 6. Everyone gets one.
Wait, no. There's 4. Sorry. D4 is what I need. Because
We
we go.
could prematurely give one to Anina.
yes,
That's fair.
Yes,
Yeah, that's true.
perfect.
That's true.
She
Yeah,
gets to
Love
come
it.
into the game
Yes.
that's fair.
ready
Yeah.
to go.
The audience missed her so much. I showered her with gifts.
I'm
Yay.
excited. I have to go check out the Discord to see that she's.
Awesome. There we go. So yeah, with all that, taken care of. Yeah, we're gonna go on a break. If you too would like to give advantages or disadvantages or other cool things like what's listed at the bottom, you can do so at coffee.com/Raven. There are one-time donations and subscriptions that you can sign up for that do really cool stuff. So yeah, go check that out, and we'll be right back. we are back.
Yay!
Have we left yet? Or are we still in the bar? I was trying to remember.
I think we were in the process of leaving.
Yes, so it's
There are no
when
more boats to find.
right, the boatspiracy.
Yeah, boat spirits. Yes.
Yes.
So
Boat apocalypse.
it was about mid-afternoon, kind of when you all met up. I would presume that you guys are going to wait till it gets a little bit darker, because that's when they said that the magic
Yeah.
happens.
Before that happens, though, I want to quickly check with Giraffe if she has any theories about what this might be.
Okay.
And I'll phrase that over. So, now that you've heard the testimony and you've been here, so maybe you've heard some rumors. Do you have any theories to share with Mr. Morass about what it is that the two of you are investigating?
Let's see. I heard plenty of rumors. Not many about the lights, though. Yeah. Well, there's that. Nah, that wouldn't be useful. I gotta say no. Not really. It could be some. I mean, I've heard weird things happening with swamp gas and things like that, especially after all that business with people raising up dead in swamps and whatnot. So I mean, there's that, but yeah, I don't really have any theories, unless it is mages, in which case that would really suck.
Yes, well, he did say he hadn't seen any mages in quite a while, so who knows? I did hear him mention something about green, and I've heard the rumors that the rifts were green, so we are quite certain that that's over, yes? The Inquisition dealt with that, no more rifts, yes?
I mean, yeah, the rifts were closed, which is good, and that took care of sort of the bigger problem. But it's kind of like your fancy pants there, yeah? Like if I was to rip a hole in them and sew it back up.
Please don't. Oh, yeah.
What?
Please don't rip a hole in my pants.
My bestest friend here is very, very proud of his pants.
I thought you were saying she said like somebody dropped out. I'm like, wait, what happened?
Well, I'm done now.
Like, I'm not actually going to rip a hole in your pants, but if I did and we sewed it back up, then yeah, it patches the hole and everything. But if I was to target the other end where the threads are, then it could rip further. So it could be
that's someone's reopened a rift. Well, that's terrible. Do you have the magic needed to reseal one of these things? Should that be the case?
Do I look like a freaking inquisitor?
Well, no, but you are a mage.
We could get trees. Get trees, shove in hole. Plug hole up the tree.
Oddly enough, that's like more of a solution than what your friend here just said.
I'm sorry, Betsy's friend. I did not mean to bother you.
Don't know much about magic. I'm not
See, that's the thing.
mage.
Everyone always assumes it's either our fault or that we're going to fix it. And sometimes it's neither.
Yes.
It just is.
Sometimes they're just boats.
Exactly. You are surprisingly deep, friend.
Yes.
Yes, there is a reason that
They can eat a
the Lady
lot.
D'Argent has sent the two of you on this mission. And of course, if there is any way at all for me to help, please let me know. I am at your disposal.
He's very good at cleaning clays.
I am.
He helped me with that.
Good to know. Actually, yeah, I got this bit of a thing in my shoulder. If you're feeling good at working those knots out.
I would be more than happy to. But perhaps, the matter at hand should have our full attention for now, though. I don't think we can spare the time, such a thing.
Yeah, all right. I
If-
suppose I
if
deal with it.
If matter of strength, I can heal. Clang, clang, clang.
You know,
Oh,
actually, I think
This
it's
is not
fine.
my skin. This is not my skin. This is armor.
Yeah,
It's-
it'd be
it
all
comes
right.
Ah, well,
Appreciate it though.
okay.
What kind of clothes are y'all wearing, actually?
Let's see. I'm wearing leather armor because
Yeah.
that's required. But it's fancy. It's got the Lady d'Argent's like crest on it.
Mhm.
Other than the armor I'm wearing, probably just very well done travel clothes, very fancy, but understated.
Fancy pants, though,
Fancy
as we've
pants. yes.
established.
I think Alan's wearing is the heavy leather, which for some reason I'm envisioning has like a few small little like plates and little bits of metal in strategic places, and like some on the hands because he likes the noises they make when he punches things. And I think he's basically just wearing the armor and then like a loincloth or something. Because why would you bother with clothes? Like whatever the general counter chafing undergarment, and that's it. He's in the armor and that. So like a nightshirt and heavy armor.
I love that.
Amazing.
Drafferth has it's a like a thick kind of dress, thick fabric kind of dress. Like if anybody's played Dragon Age 2, the dress that Isabella wears.
Ooh, yeah.
In that one, it's a lot like that. So like really high, cut up the side. So there's no problem in moving around and whatnot. Sort of low cut in the front, quite flattering. But it's probably not white. It's probably like a dark green, like a nice forest
Ooh.
green.
Just lean into that. People can just assume you're Dalish,
Yeah.
or whatever they want to assume.
Yeah, and some lighter colored like accents, not like a ton of fancy embroidery or anything like that, but just like maybe the hems are sewn together with like white or a yellow thread or something.
And of course, a lopsided
contrast.
tricorn hat.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Is there anything we would like to do before night falls?
Draft wants to go find like a place where she can buy a decent lantern.
Oh.
I need to go look in that bakery.
One with a hood, preferably, so that she can quickly, put out the light. Well, not put it out, but like hide it if she needs to.
Definitely a place like this would have some sort of basic blacksmith where they would be able to, they would probably have something like that. Like they live near a forest, of course they're going to have lanterns.
Okay.
And do you want to roleplay that, or do you want to just acquire it?
I'm good with just acquiring it. It's totally fine. It's literally just going to be like, hey, you have this thing. Yeah, cool. Here's money. Thanks.
Money, thing, economy. And Alan needs to check out the bakery.
Yes.
I was going to say, but you moved away from it. The most impressive, I think, thing they have out hanging in the front window is a series of breads manipulated to look like the d'Argent crest hanging in the front.
That's fancy.
There's a lot of baguettes involved,
Yeah.
croissants, French things.
Yeah, he's going to go in, and I don't think we necessarily have to roleplay this out because I don't know enough about bakery to have baking to have this conversation. But I think he's just going to show up and be earnest and just earnest in the whole charming thing that he does, and just like he wants to talk shop with the bakers, just talk shop,
yes.
maybe buy a couple of things, like buy some bread to sort of grease the wheels a little bit, and We'll talk about
Oh,
bakery.
yes.
He wants to make tiny cakes. He's like, "Just want to
I'll stand right behind him, and if they're in any way like, what? Why? No. I'll just and I'll like point to the crest on my chest.
Probably at first they're a little bit like, oh gosh, an Oxman is in my bakery. And they,
he
like, look
seems
at
to
you
be
like,
really,
"Is this
really,
okay?"
he's really into baked goods. Like,
The moment you start asking
really
about
into baked goods.
the moment you start asking about her craft, she is like, oh yes, bakery terms and
It was-
recipe stuff.
Yes. He's just like, oh yes, well I've been trying with this experiment.
Bread words.
So you got the glaze, got the
Butter.
glaze all over my horns there.
Ah,
It's
fluffy.
completely screwed it up there, but I think it was boiling it too long. And just the whole, like, he's geeking out. Really, that's what's occurred. He's geeking out with the bakery lady.
And she goes,
Sesame
you
seeds.
actually, you smell like lemon glaze. Did you know?
I do. I screwed up a big pot of it. It exploded. It was over everything.
That's
Thankfully,
amazing.
my bestest friend here helped me clean it all up. But the smell is just not going to go away for a while, which is good because it's a very good smell.
If you are having problems with exploding, nope, wrong accent again.
Yeah.
If you are having problems with exploding glaze, can't do it. We're just, all right.
Roll
It's
Try
croissant.
X thing.
Croissant.
If you are having problems with, no, I can't do it. Anyway, they give you some advice to not explode your glaze next time.
I immediately carve it into the inside of the shield
Here's
Oh
the
my
because
important
it's really important.
roleplay things.
I'll also write it down and reverse pickpocket it into his pants.
Nice. Technically, he's
You
not
have
wearing
learned
pants, but
baking
you find that
secrets.
out.
What?
Yeah. Well, he's got the armor on. Got the shirt that covers the bits. I mean,
Is he wearing pants? Right, did we establish
he's
that?
got no. Wait, he's wearing like full armor, and he's got the sort of like that little kind of.
You gotta clean the inside of that frequently.
Oh yeah, no,
hopefully.
he does, and technically he just did earlier when he jumped in the river.
Jumping in the river is not cleaning!
Yeah, this was
Well-
a river in the middle of the city.
He has to do it.
Now it probably just smells like wet leather.
Yes.
Lemon glaze.
Well, as soon as there's like time to. What other lemon glaze? That is the worst candle ever.
Right.
It's the themed candle of our campaign. Raven's shop.
He cleans it. He cleans it regularly, but he has to do it like when there aren't people around because he just wears the little smock cover that you wear
Tunic.
under heavy armor, and then the armor, and it's all he wears because he doesn't really see the point.
I'm sure there's at least one servant or person within the Sibyl's people who will try and seek out to watch when that's happening, because big man, big
Yeah.
Kunari.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving on from that.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at his stats, you could make an argument that he's pretty.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And he's definitely strong.
Yes, very strong.
All right, so we've acquired lantern, bread, baking secrets.
Yeah.
I think we're good to fight.
Which
some-
would
to
be
fight-
the
to fight
pretty
demons
stat?
now, so, but-
Now I'm wondering if I'm pretty. I just don't know.
What is the pretty stat?
Probably communications, maybe what I thought.
Yeah, that's
That's
more
for
like how you
talking.
communicate.
Yeah, ugly
Yeah,
people
but
can
being
still
pretty
talk.
helps.
I mean, that's fair.
It was kind of my
I
thoughts.
really don't know.
I forgot to mention, while Alan and Jade are doing that, Draff is just looking at various breads and confections and pointing out which ones look like, certain body parts and giggling. That's
Baker
her whole
lady
thing
does not
during that.
appreciate your input.
That
Pointedly pays
Once-
more attention to Alan.
And
That makes
and
Draft
several
even
times
happier.
Alan's like, mine looks nothing like that. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Boats do not understand anatomy.
Yeah, Draft just tries to encourage that line of conversation just to make the proprietor uncomfortable. But then,
jeez.
eventually gets bored and leaves.
Also, she closes. It's like
Yeah.
getting late.
That's fair.
It's like, well, this has been lovely talking to you, but I'm actually closing now.
Yes. Understand. But thank you.
Also-
It was wonderful time. Wonderful time.
Oh, thank you.
You've been too kind.
Yes, thank you, sir. She like very formally bows to you.
I'll bow right back.
All right. The sun is beginning to go down. And there's a forest in a direction.
Okay.
Nothing's happening yet on the lights front, though. Also, you're still in the middle of town, so it'd be hard to see the forest.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Can't see the forest for all the trees. So
Oh, a question, boat friend.
Yeah.
Do you have horse? Do you need horse? Do boat ride horse?
is it even a forest wide enough apart that we should ride horses?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna recommend not bringing horses, but that's
You were thinking not. Good.
I was
We'll leave
thinking
the
not.
horses here.
Yeah.
and
it's
move on.
dense.
It is good. Would not want to fill that boat.
Dense-ish.
Excellent.
Yeah, just yeah, we should probably just just walk.
Excellent. So, as the sun is beginning to go down, you head out of town and towards the dense forest. As far as you can see, as you go out, there's not really any light-based activity happening, and it's pretty quiet. It's kind of nice. The sun is disappearing, but it's a pleasant red and orangey color until it finally starts to go, and then it slowly turns into that dusk pink.
Nice.
But kind of the moment that you get into the forest, the light's gone pretty quick.
Okay.
It's dark in a forest at night. Who knew?
I think Draft's gonna start gathering wood and things to build a campfire.
We've made it one step into the forest.
Yes.
Campfire time.
Yep.
Are you intending to stop here? Or
Well, we gotta wait for the lights, right?
do
But if
we?
we are closer to light when they are light, then we will be closer.
But where
It would.
do we know where the lights are?
In forest.
We're
Deeper,
in.
deep in forest. They point direction. We go direction.
Look, right. We'll keep walking, and I'm just gonna gather the little twigs and whatnot while we're on the way.
Oh, you don't have to concern
He's
yourself
smart.
with that,
He's
Mom.
smart.
I shall do that for you. And I'll start gathering the firewood.
That is why he is bestest friend. Oh, he's so cute.
I will walk in the back.
Draft just gives Jade the funniest look, like she's unsure of something, and then just sort of shrugs, like, "Yeah, all right, I guess
No,
that's what you like," and just keeps walking without an explanation of why she said anything. She just seems confused.
so
It's
As
interesting
we're-
intended.
as we are gathering firewood and kind of looking around, I'd love everyone to do perceptions to see what we see as we're around.
Awesome.
What do our elf eyes see?
And to Kunari.
I got a 10.
Wow. I thought I did that. But no, I did real good. Never mind. I don't understand.
6
You're doing
stunt
just
points
fine.
of that too.
I don't know how the system works. So, but I think it's fine.
6 stun.
I think I
stun
fig-
points.
I figured up, like, if you had a 0 modifier, the average roll is a 9. So
Yeah.
kind of gives you
So-
like
10 and up is good.
that's my guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I
A little
gotta
shaky on what stunt points do. I know that having 6 of them means that I am really
have a lot.
I am seeing the crap out of something.
I gotta find where the exploration stunt points are because I'm.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice where those were.
Why is
It's-
your character banner thing red and ours is black?
I chose a different little skin for it. If you click on the little settings gear under color selection, you can choose different
Ooh.
colors, and I chose dragon scale red.
On.
All right. So on page 133, we do list the exploration and role-playing stunts. In terms of exploration stunts, there are things like advanced positioning, efficient search, speedy search. This is a bunch of stuff. It's actually really cool. Just get this
I
bishop
think
in here.
speedy search sounds like a good use of the.
If we do find Speedy, I will be very impressed.
So speedy search allows you to complete your test in half the time it would otherwise take. Do like that makes me wonder, which is you may immediately make another perception test at no additional cost in time or resources to discover more information about your surroundings or the object of your test. There's the upper hand, which is if your discoveries lead to combat within a moment or two, you receive a +3 bonus on your initiative roll. Or like with a flourish, which your search is very impressive, or whatever you're doing is very impressive.
I do it with my eyes closed. On a horse.
Ooh.
I rolled so
Ooh.
well, I finally realized that the elf is not a boat. No, he would make that connection. Let's be honest
It's a
You
shit.
could if you did. That makes me wonder.
here. Yeah.
So let's see what we got. You all did pretty well, and oh gosh, 2 of you got stun points.
Yeah, I got 6 of them.
So the only stun point that is worth 1 for exploration is an advantageous positioning.
I'm already in the back.
Yeah,
I'll just
so you-
have found some excellent firewood. How's that on the way?
sounds fantastic. And because you're slightly away from everyone, we'll talk about it. So, don't worry about it. Troll, what kind of would you like to do any exploration related stunts as we perceive this area?
I think the fast one, and then the being able to do another one with no resources, get more info. If I remember right. Those are the 2 that sounded like they'd be the most useful in this situation.
So, so you mean the speedy search, and is it the object of your attention that you're looking at?
I think so.
Bear with us while we figure out this system that we haven't played. It's a really cool system, honestly, and there's a lot of really cool things, but like the exploration and the role-playing stunts are part of like what they call advanced role-playing. So it's like you can use these, but they
Oh,
can
yeah.
make it a little bit more complicated, which I like.
Yeah,
I think they're really cool.
same.
Agreed.
Why'd you have to go and make things so
Things so Hey,
complicated?
we're not allowed to sing. We're not allowed to sing.
Fuck. I've ruined everything. Good thing safe mode is on.
It's okay. I think we talked over enough of it that it's fine. Oh goodness.
You do a very speedy look around. Sorry, had you decided on the other thing you wanted to do? Or are you looking at them still?
I just realized I was trying to find the book that I have somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So
That's okay.
sure, I'll do a second thing that I can do.
All right, so as we're setting up, Giraffe kind of looking around, or was she walking off?
Yeah, she's looking around too. Just following along. Kind of hanging back a little bit behind Alan. Probably like staying in the middle of our little group.
Okay. Jade has gone off to start collecting firewood, and
I'm following them. It's just that I'm looking for firewood along the way.
Okay. And much more speedily than anybody else in the group, Alan, being a kind of more of a veteran to dangerous situations, realizes very quickly that there are signals of people that have been recently around in the woods, especially heavy people or people wearing heavier garments. And you realize swiftly that they're actually aware of you. And they are coming in. And so we are gonna roll some initiative.
All right.
Dun
Woohoo!
dun
Uh-oh.
dun.
Would I have been able to get my sword and shield out? With the
Yes,
free
because of the
mount?
speed
Okay.
of your and with the other stunts.
It's like, oh, we're being attacked.
Yeah, you are ready
Prep
for it.
now.
So,
And drop all the firewood.
and given that you were kind of off doing another thing, you may be out of sight of some of them. Your advantageous position.
Mhm.
Choo, choo, choo.
Nice.
Okay, I
Well,
had
good luck.
to put it on my.
Bye, everyone.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, I don't have mine filled in. How do you? What is your initiative?
So we're looking at. Choo, 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 choo. Let me just go find it.
I don't. Yeah, I don't remember. How to calculate that? Sounds like your dexterity is.
Jade
Got a
has done it.
0. Wow. But I got 6 stun points.
Wow.
How did I
Sadly,
get a 0?
6
That's
stun
impressive.
points.
That is a
Oh.
question. What is this calculation it's doing?
Okay, total. 1 plus 1 plus 6 plus 2 plus 0 minus 0 equals somehow 0.
The double plus is what's fucking it up.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
But why?
I don't know,
Like,
that's so odd.
I clicked initiative because I have a specialization in initiative, but.
Okay,
Whatever.
so did mine work? Yeah, mine worked. It's a 5 plus a 4 plus a 4 plus a 1? What? I don't know where these numbers are coming from.
Well, the
So, like,
5,
yours-
the 4,
yours
and the
is right.
4 are your
Or
dice.
your roll, and then it's your dexterity. Which
Oh,
is the
right.
1.
Okay.
So we can just look at. So what is your dexterity, your initiative thing, Paladin?
I got an 8 on the dice total, and then I get my dexterity is 2, and then I get a plus 2 on initiative. So it would be 12.
Okay, that's fine then.
Okay.
And you have stun points.
Okay.
Gosh,
Yeah,
these stun
6 of
points
them.
come up way more than I thought they would. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apparently have no idea how to do initiative.
I just hit the button.
I mean, I don't. The thing is, I don't.
Is there
have
a
an
specific button?
Yeah, I'm not seeing an initiative.
Oh,
button.
right,
That's
right,
the
right.
thing.
Yeah, go into the little settings gear and then click the show the initiative section.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, there's a lot of sections that are hidden because it's like the age system sheet. So they just kind of give you the bare bones of it, and then you can choose specific stuff for your game since it covers more than just Dragon Age,
Eh.
which
Yeah.
is, I think, what was happening there.
Interesting.
I've got
Okay,
4
I'll
stun
figure that out
points.
off screen.
All right.
Oh, I think I'm going to use Seize the Initiative. Your attack changes the tempo of the battle. You move to the top of the initiative order means you may get to take another turn before some of the combatants get to act again. At the top of the order.
You have
until someone
just
else
enough
uses the
stuff points
initiative.
for that.
Yeah.
How exciting. So that means that Draff is the mostest ready.
Heck yeah.
All right.
I'm still struggling to
12.
show.
Well, you rolled a 10 with your
Yeah,
dexterity, so I think that's fine.
clicking the show the initiative section, and it's not. Apparently, it just doesn't exist.
Let
No,
me,
it does. You
It's,
go back to
uh,
character, and then it's under health.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's there now for you.
It's
And if
towards-
it doesn't
towards the
work,
very
you
top.
just
Okay.
pop
Alright,
out of
so-
roll 20. And
Okay, didn't actually make all that. Okay. Alright.
There we go.
10 Danish.
That's fair.
All right.
Okay. These brigands thought they had the drop on you, but instead it was you who had the drop on them. Draff, there are 4 humanoid men kind of coming out of the dark into the forest. They think they're being sneaky, but you saw right through them. Kind of like 2-ish, a little bit spaced apart on each side.
Okay.
So tell me what you want to do.
I think she's going to just flavor-wise taunt them, and then shoot arcane lance at them. So I think she's going to call
Legally
it.
distinct magic missile.
Yeah. I was reading the description of it in the book. Of like, this is magic missile.
No.
It's arcane lance.
No.
Definitely
this,
very
This one is a
different.
different color and has a mohawk. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's
yeah.
a mohawk in a wheelchair.
What color would Draft's magic be? I don't remember if that has any correlation, but I'm just going to let you do whatever you want.
That's awesome. Yeah, it would definitely be as punk rock as possible, but I think like cute punk rock. So probably like flame red with like rainbow sparkles on it, like just like rainbow particle effects coming off of it.
I love that.
That's very happy.
Yeah. Happy murder. And she's just gonna call out like, yeah, you're not as sneaky as you think you are. And then just zap one of
Both
them.
saw you.
So with Arcane Lance, do you still have to roll for that one?
I do. It is basically a ranged attack, is what it said. So that is a 5 with 1 stunt point.
So unfortunately, if the result doesn't land, we don't get any stun points from it,
Okay.
and that 5 is not going to be enough to. Turning back to other pages. Bypass our boys because it'll just go against their normal defense
Okay.
with magic. It's very flashy, and it kind of like I think it surprises him, and it kind of deflects off of his pauldron, and he is definitely like, "Oh shit! What the fuck? No one said there'd be mages."
And seeing that she missed, she just calls out, "Yeah, that was a warning shot, so you better get out of here."
Is there anything you would like to do that's like a minor action or anything like that?
I think just that, just taunt them with my terrible accent, and tell them to get away.
You dumbs. All right, that does leave us into Alan.
Don't be stupid.
I
Don't run
am.
away.
Sorry, I'm trying to find the sword so I know what to roll. I'm like I can see where one of the guys is, right?
Yes.
I'm going to charge at him shield first and then swing with my bastard sword.
Hell yeah, I love that. Let's roll
like-
that.
Completely silently. Okay. My
That's
apparent-
terrifying.
Wait, what?
That's terrifying. You like
Yeah.
all talk and charisma, and then when you kill someone, it's
Two
quiet.
gears. Two gears.
Ah.
Park and fifth. That's all he has. Yeah, I apparently didn't have the weapons in, so I don't know what actually.
Let me get that for you then.
Okay.
This book is huge. So you were, what was your one? It was a
The bastard sword.
long sword?
Bastard
Bastard
sword.
sword. Well, how did, it doesn't. I'm assuming it's just a combat roll plus your strength. Let me go look at your character sheet.
Yes. I can't find like just the hit it with
Oh, here's your
violence
bastard
button.
sword. Yeah, here it is. Just roll. There's a roll with the under attack. It should be the little area underneath. Oh, there it goes.
Okay. 13. That seems wrong, but we'll just roll it. I'll just roll
No, you rolled fantastically. And so now we're going to roll the damage. It should be right next to it.
it.
Is this going to be the same guy? So like the way that we have this, the way that these guys are set up, it's kind of two kind of to the east of you and two kind of to the west, a little bit spaced apart from each other. Ooh, Draft. What direction did you attack in?
Left. I think the closest one to the left.
Excellent. We're just gonna go. That's one of the two guys on the west. In what? Where are we go? Who are we going after, Alan?
Well,
Same guy.
probably the same guy. Probably the same guy. Just looking to take that out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna click on the willpower button because it's a 2, and they apparently screwed up something on the damage. So, but that's wait, no, I don't know.
No,
how
there's
to
on
do
on
that.
your damage sheet. There's the.
Yeah, it's just when I click the button, it just keeps saying syntax error, and then it gets mad at me.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah, so I think I
Of
put it
it.
in wrong somehow. So
Yeah. Well, the damage for the bastard sword is 2d6 plus 1. So
yes, so I
you
put
can
it in
just make
there, and it's just
a
like,
nice
no.
regular roll.
Just grab one of the ones that has a +1. Yes. Just hit.
I mean,
click
yeah,
one of the
that would
things
work.
Has a +1.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do dexterity roll. Okay. There's a 12.
So
I'm not sure you get stunt points on damage, but if so.
Oh, so we were just gonna just roll a 2d6.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, I didn't explain that as.
okay. Now we'll just roll 2 d6.
there we go.
Plus 1. So we've rolled a 7 on that boyo. He kind of crumples underneath the weight of your sword. And the guy next to him lets out a horrible string of swears. And he goes, shit, an oxman too? Who the fuck are you people?
And no words, blank face, turns to look at him.
And that guy will then attack you.
Okay.
If I could do. Now, what is your defense?
That is a
Alan.
13 because I have my shield out. Not sure
And
if my armor's added to that, but apparently
His,
I need to rework my entire character sheet. That's what I learned from this.
We could spend some time doing that,
It happens.
or you can. Don't worry about it. It's a new system, and like,
Yeah.
this one's got a lot going on in there. So his swords just bounces. He's in such a panic, and he's so caught off guard that his sword just bounces off your shield, ineffectually. Now, one of the guys from the west, who we turned our backs to, is going to try and come up behind Draff for a bit of a shank.
Rude.
Now, I agree. What is your defense, Draff?
That is a good question. It is 11.
He trips on a brute as he's trying to come at you, and like the sword swings kind of from behind you to your right, and he misses and takes a tumble.
Yeah, she just sort of plays it off like she knew he was there all along, and it's just like, yeah, that's why you don't fuck around and find out.
And our last guy is gonna go for Alan's back. And also misses. You guys just are invincible, apparently. He kind of it dings a bit off of your armor, so it would have hit, but like that armor is there. So that leaves Jade then.
Ray. Okay. Let's see. That doesn't work. Are these two people within 6 yards of each other?
Like the two who attacked from behind.
Yeah. Yeah. There's two people fighting. Alan, right? Yeah.
So one's kind of in front of him, and one's, I guess, behind.
So yes, there's two people fighting
Yes.
Alan.
Yes.
Cool. I will shoot both of them
Oh,
with
jeez.
the dual strike stunt, and I'm also
Nice.
gonna use. I think I'm gonna use Mighty Blow.
Did we get stun points to spend on that? Oh, shit,
I
you
got
did.
6.
You did.
So
Hell yeah, let's do it.
right. So yeah,
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
grab my crossbow. Not gonna move. Just gonna shoot from where I am. Bam. 11. Does
with the
that
dual
hit?
strike, with the dual strike, is it one roll for both strikes?
Apply the test result of your original attack roll to the second target. You only make one attack roll and apply it to both. Yep.
Beautiful. You hit both of them. Let's roll some damage.
Awesome. All right. This
Heck
is
yeah.
the damage basics. 9, and then I get one more damage, or one more d6. Rolling it wrong. From the mighty blow. 2 more. 11.
It's like mortally wounded both of these men
Oh dear.
with a kind of a both of them just like crumple around Alan, and there's just the one fighting Draft left. They're
Amazing.
basic ass brigands. They don't know who they fucked with.
Purely by accident, I assure you.
So with Draft's stunt, does that stick around, or are you now back in? It doesn't matter. Draft was at the top anyway. Draft, go.
Okay. This person's pretty close, right?
Yeah, he's like right beside you.
Yeah, she's just gonna drop the ore, and she's got brass knuckles, so she's just gonna punch him in the face,
Oh,
or try
that's
to.
beautiful. Let's see it.
Nope, she sure isn't.
Oh well. At least you got
So,
2
like-
stun points.
Only
didn't,
if it
though.
lands. It didn't.
It's only if it lands.
It didn't hit.
Okay, so this is a hilarious comedy of errors in which he tries to go for you and you go, hey, and like put on your brass knuckles and like go for him, but then he's like trying to get back up and you miss him. Alan.
I think with that, it's just gonna add, like, as she's, tripped, perhaps even fallen on top of this guy. It's just gonna be like, yeah, we're both rubbish at this. Yeah, you want to just stop all this fighting and like have a drink or something?
Can you make me a communications roll
This is gonna go
for
so
a minor
well.
action?
4.
It's like, you just killed all my friends! And he like tries to punch back up
By
at you.
accident.
These
Uh,
are no accidents.
Alan, what would you like to do?
Is there an enemy still standing?
There's the
Define
one that-
standing.
An enemy still moving about in a manner that I should probably hit them with violence.
Well, there's the one that Draft is semi-engaged with. You could probably ask her to move and go for him.
Yeah, he's got the. I'm going for the whole battle trance thing where he doesn't actually speak when he's killing.
I'd watch out then, Draft.
Okay.
Assume I can't pull my bow out and fire because I have to drop the shield as well.
It actually specifically talked about that.
Yeah.
It's these little intricate rules that get you.
Yep. Molehills, not mountains. That's what always gets you in the end.
Yep. This is a really cool system, though. I've been quite enjoying it, and it's been so long since I've played in it that I forgot how a lot of it works and how enjoyable it actually is.
So specifically under the minor actions, it does say you can unsheath the weapon, pull out a potion, or otherwise ready an item that is stowed. As part of this action, you can put away something already in hand. You could thus put away your bow and draw a sword, for example.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it really lets you do whatever the fuck you want.
Okay, could I drop my stuff in fire? That's the big question.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's what I'm gonna do. So we don't have that set up yet, so we'll just.
Let me go get you the bow then.
Yeah.
It's a short bow?
Yeah,
Long
short
bow?
bow, yeah.
Short bow?
Short bow. The damage is 1d6 plus 1.
And I believe that the bows would be a dex-based.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do it just a dex-based
Okay.
attack.
So, quickly, 10. 10 on that.
That is gonna just ding off in that case.
Okay.
Oh, and that's him then.
Yeah.
I think in retaliation he is gonna attempt to go at Draft. Because Alan's scary. But these brigands are horribly incompetent and he misses. He has stood up though, now. Jade.
That's me.
That's you.
I'm gonna reload my crossbow and walk closer. That's it.
He's like surrounded by 3 people at this point. He's probably gonna start crying.
Oh no, I'm not standing next to him.
Ah,
Like a few steps there, just looking to see what's going on.
all right. Draft.
Sorry, I was double checking a thing. Sorry, what was happening?
It's your turn now. There's just
Okay.
the one guy. He stood up. He missed you.
Okay.
Everyone's missing each other.
Yeah, I was checking a technical thing.
worries.
Yeah, I guess if he's still trying to fight, then I'll try to punch him again.
Oh, good.
None of our people have taken damage, right?
Nobody.
Okay. Hey, 13 with 4 stunt points. Does that hit?
Yeah, absolutely
I
hits.
think so.
Punch this guy out.
4 stunt points. What can I do with that?
Several things.
Let's see. Can you choose these more than once if you have the points?
No, you can't. I've read it in the thing next to it.
Yeah, they won't stack.
Okay. Move yourself or the target of your attack 2 yards in any direction for each 1 stunt point you spend. Okay, cool. I'm
You can
gonna
knock prone, you
do.
can disarm.
I'm gonna do mighty blow, and then 2 skirmish. So basically, just want to punch him, and have it hit so hard that he gets like launched 4 yards back.
Beautiful.
So that is, so it adds an extra d6 of damage to. So there's that. There's 4, and then 4, so 8 damage.
Okay.
Just like rears back with the brass knuckles and just uppercut, sending him flying.
I love it. That does put it at Alan then. This man has just been punched so hard he flew.
I'm okay with this. Okay. I'll shoot at him with the bow again because pulling it out and then dropping it and then dropping it and pulling the sword out seems a little complicated.
You're gonna lose your trance if you do that.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna shoot. Got a 10.
The 10 just misses him. And with that, he is gonna try to book it and run away. He
Awesome.
will use his move to just start scream and run. Jade might be able to try and hit him if he's.
I'm
Inclined.
first going to try to talk to him, see if that works.
Oh, he's just running.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And if he doesn't respond, I'll shoot him in the back.
All right, he's fully panicked.
All right. Well,
Uh,
too bad for him.
How big is Draft?
Did I put this in
Because elves
here?
are kind of naturally smaller, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not. I didn't put height or weight. Like roughly the size of Sarah from Inquisition. Like.
Yeah, this relatively small
Similar build.
elf woman just punched him so hard he flew 4 feet. He's getting out of there. That being said, Jade hits him right and square in the back, and he just keels over, dead.
Oh dear.
You did warn him.
I did warn him, yes.
I'm gonna pull my sword out and make sure everybody's dead, and then I'm gonna pop out of the trance.
Upon inspection of all of the bodies, one of which you kind of cleft in twain, yeah, they're all down.
Oh my, that was so violent. Is everyone all right?
You killed 2 of them.
I'm okay.
Three,
I'm
but
all right.
okay. I don't want to count, but it's 3.
Oh,
So as
right.
Jade asks if everyone's alright, Draft's just like, everybody but those 4. Those 4.
Oh, something very bad seems to have happened here.
Yes, well, they died. I was carrying this crossbow only for self-defense, but I never thought it would end up like this. How dreadful.
I am consistently amazed how often people just spontaneously die while I'm around. Don't even know what happens. Just kidding. Going out to be.
Well, see, I punched that one. Yeah, and
Okay,
then
okay.
he went flying through the air.
That makes less sense, but I mean, you are a boat, so you know.
And-
I don't understand. I'm not a boat.
And then
so-
you sort of, cut him in half.
Yeah, that is something I have been told I do sometimes.
Yep.
I just shot at people and miraculously hit.
Miraculously.
You have many miracles, best.
Very lucky.
Many
Very lucky.
miracles.
While this discussion is happening, Trafford is just, rifling through pockets and things, looking for anything of value to take off the bodies.
Just like some coins and stuff. Drafford can gain a resource from looting all
Awesome.
of the bodies.
Did you find any clues, perhaps? These folks were the ones causing these lights?
And Drafford just goes, no clues, just, and like, just for example, say there was 10 coins, just, 5 coins. That's all there
You
was.
more than earned those.
Thank you.
Peace.
I'd love everybody to do some perception rolls in the aftermath of the battle.
Awesome.
That's-
9.
Perception. I'm good at that. Not according to the roll, but I am good at that.
I apparently am amazing at that. Got a
Alan,
15 with 6 stun points.
Jeezums. We're gonna
Gibberish craps. That's all I have to say. Hi, cat.
Kitty.
Oh,
So
no. Left up. Been over this.
Alan is probably the first to notice, but you all eventually notice. Not far from you, there seems to be a sudden glowing. It's not very bright, but it is there.
It is troubling.
Oh
We're
dear,
supposed to go
seems we haven't
towards shiny
solved
thing,
that
right?
lights issue with these people's deaths.
Did you really
you
think
like
that
to-
was going to happen?
I don't know, I'm not a magical expert. I had hoped.
Would you like to move towards the light?
Yeah, I'm not sure how to phrase this to make it sound super dragonish, but like the fantasy equivalent of like that's some Teventer shit there.
That seems like some fucking
That may
blood
actually
magic
be
shit right
how
there.
you'd say it in Dragon Age, really.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, she's just shaking her head as she's walking towards these lights.
So you quickly find what seems to be a cave in the forest, and the light is definitely coming from within it.
Is it
Oh.
green?
In this case, it's more of a red, but like a gentle red.
Okay.
It seems suspicious.
And it glows a bit, and then it goes back down, kind of like it's pulsing.
We should go poke it with a stick.
Would you like to go in?
Yes.
Yep. Drafferth
Excellent.
is gonna let Alan go first.
I'm gonna pull up my military fork. Or
As
an
you-
old poke
Wait
stick.
outside with Draffer, because, you know.
Are you two not going in then?
No, Drafferth is gonna go in. She's just letting
Oh,
Alan go
okay.
first. It's sort of a like, oh yeah, red pulse and light, very dangerous. You go first.
It's a good idea. I have a better poking stick.
As you enter into the cave, there is the light seems to be coming from a small woman hunched over herself, and behind her is a large arched mirror. When you come in, she kind of twitches and turns, and her hands are full of like a red magic, and in one hand she has a knife with blood clearly on it. And when she sees you, she goes, "Oh, guests!"
It does not seem sanitary. Does that seem sanitary to your bestest friend?
I know who this is.
It does not seem sanitary.
And actually, that is where I'd like to end it today.
Perfect.
Yep.
That's so perfect.
Yay!
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm excited for next week.
Yeah, let's insta-kill her. Just like, oh, blood magic.
I mean,
Solve the mystery, everybody.
I mean, players like no, but Drafferth might be on board with that plan.
Yeah, let's quickly kill this blood mage, and then we're off to collect our just rewards.
You know, if you can convince it that it's like a cultural boat thing, the part of boat culture, or there's baking
So, like,
involved. I think Alan
here's
could
the
be all
question.
in.
Are boats mages or are boats like boats aren't elves? Because Jade is also an elf, so are boats
Sure,
mages
no,
then?
well, he's Bessie's friend. He's not both.
Right. Okay.
Yes. I think boats
If anything,
are.
I would be a yacht.
Yeah. I think boats
Super
are.
yacht.
Yes.
Boats are yes.
Yeah, but you know, like is like they say with a naughty picture. Like I do not know how to explain it, but I know it when I see it. You know, that is what boats is.
Mm-hmm.
That is what boats is.
Love it.
All right.
We're gonna go on a raid here in just a minute. But before we do, I want to let everybody say what their favorite part was, where we can find them next, and anything they'd like to share or plug. We'll go reverse order from how we started. So, Hannah, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? And is there anything you want to share or plug?
Just getting to like see your guys' personalities coming out and like see how the initial group dynamics are. I love Jade's put upon like just trying to be a professional. I love Troll's unexpected charisma. And I love
Toddler.
Draft trying to make it seem like she intended everything in the fight. And then punching a man 4 feet.
You're a nice opposite.
Dude.
You pretended to intend everything, and I pretended everything was an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
Nice.
just murdered some
it's
people.
true.
And Alan goes into a battle trance. As to where folks can find me, I'm under Wohana, wherever I am on the internet. Not that I'm very active in any of those places, but you can find me back here Fridays for this Dragon Age game, which I'm very excited about. But also check out the Tuesday game, because that's going to be running in parallel. Who knows what kind of crazy stuff is happening in the world?
Yeah.
I do. I know.
Yes. I do know they ran into Solus on Tuesday. So
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they ran into Solus and some man named
Already?
the Prophet.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah, he was-
already.
Oh
He was
my
on their boat.
god.
There are so many boats.
So many
Yeah,
boats.
lots
that
of
one's a real
boats.
boat.
I hope
Yeah.
none of them try to romance him, because that doesn't end well.
Yeah, and
Only
no,
entirely.
no.
That love will cost you an arm.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, no, Draft wouldn't
He's
try to
friendly
romance
because
him.
mutilation.
Yeah, those are very
Ah.
deserved oofs in the chat.
Yep.
Nice,
if you
nice work.
if you don't know who that lovely person at the end there was, come back to find out.
I
Or come
know.
back to see me attempt to do a Welsh accent.
I'm so excited.
Yay!
She's one of my favorite characters.
yeah.
I'm so excited. B.
Ah,
What was your favorite part?
Um,
Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share, plug?
there's so many favorite parts. Like one, just being a toddler. Just this giant, murderous, charming toddler person. That was just wonderful. But I think one of my favorite things is just the rapidly escalating interaction on Alan's side of his relationship with Jade. He's just like, oh hey, I kind of know you. Like well, this is my bestest friend.
That did happen real quick.
Yeah. He is, like I said, 2 gears, Park and Fifth. Yeah, that. Oh,
Fifth is both combat and social.
yeah,
Yep.
and just dumb as a rock. Like oh man, I love playing stupid. It's really fun. Where you can find me? I am on the Neon Devils Deus server, doing a lot of stuff on there. Where I'm working on a TTRPG for that setting. I think I'm on things like them tweets and Facebooks and whatnots, them social doagers, where I'm generally either J.R. Belliston or Troll and Prettiest Princess. Let's see. I have a coffee that's J.R. Belliston. I mean, it's mostly just full of spiders because I don't think it has been looked at by a human being forever. But a lot of spider donations. They only donate spiders, which is complicated. Not a very decent currency. But the other way you can find me is I'm going to be here on Fridays. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be in the Animus Violentus?
Violentus, yeah.
Animus Violentus, where I will be playing New Skeeter, a spontaneous AI redneck robot, sort of, who just steals people's stuff by taking it over.
Dang.
Yeah, get a redneck. Well, you'd be called called New Skeeter because it was made by Old Skeeter, but he dead now, and then I was going to call him Dead Skeeter, but that just didn't seem respectful. So
I love that. Awesome. Next, Paladin. What was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
I like basically all of it. But I think the thing that really, like, I knew our roleplay was going to be fun because I have faith in us. The combat, though, that was a surprise at how much we just obliterated them,
that was
and that
amazing.
greatly amused me because we're a goofy bunch of screw ups.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, I'm like, we are so professional. We are amazing at this.
Like murder clowns. Just
Yeah.
like do everyone's dead. Do.
I'm sure I will
I've
find.
accidentally killed everyone.
I'm sure I'll find more difficult enemies for you in the future.
Hey, this is fine. Let's keep this.
I'm really keen on this one. I like this
Yeah.
one.
All good.
I think we got really lucky on the rolls on this one.
Yes.
That is true. I got some insanely good rolls this session.
Well, there
And
were
they
just
got
some
bad rolls, too.
unprepared.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they rolled very poorly.
Yeah.
And they were just a bunch of unprepared brigands trying to. What were
Brigands
they
gotta
doing in
break.
the woods?
Who knows?
Just trying to feed their families, you know.
in the magic woods.
I
where
was
no
looking
one
for
goes.
truffles.
Oh, well, why
Full
not
leather
turn to
armor.
raiding? Not become a brigand, because, truffles are hard to find.
Yeah.
You gotta fight them truffles or legion truffles.
Indeed.
So
You
very
gotta find
good.
the pigs, and then you gotta
Dangerous.
fight the pigs, and then you gotta find the truffles, and you gotta fight the truffles. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
Love it.
All right. Next, you can find me is Monday for me in the middle of the night over on Weave the Tale, where I'm joining a bunch of other channel regulars here to play Alien, where I'm playing another character with a British accent. This guy is super nervous. His name is Gerald, and he's the husband of someone who's actually competent, and he's just sort of there. So in an alien game where we're being hunted by things way more powerful than even the strongest Marine, I feel like the difference between utterly useless and combat veteran is, it's basically the same.
That's fair.
Negligible.
I'm banking on my underdog status carrying me to victory in the alien game. It should be real fun. Then Tuesdays, I am on Polished Cryptid's channel with The Wandering Menagerie, where I play Dom Rain, the Githzerai noble fighter, where we have spent the last few of our episodes in a library, either doing research or writing, as D&D is wont to go.
Awesome.
Yep, and then I'm back here.
Very cool.
I forgot one. Dang it. Uncanny Adventures on Sundays.
Oh, awesome.
Where I play Holt, the pirate paladin who tries to make friends with all the evil pirates. How can I forget? And last episode, we retrieved our captain who had been kidnapped by wasp men. And we found the queen. We snuck into her lair. We were like, I give him back. And she was like, no, don't give people back. And then we just killed her. And it was quite a difficult fight, but we won.
I have to say, I have missed hearing the updates on Holt,
All of these.
the pirate paladin. It is always a delight to hear about that story.
It's so good.
Agreed.
Awesome. My favorite part. The whole thing was my favorite part. Yeah, I really can't pick a favorite because it was all so good. I absolutely love the Jade voice. The voice that you've picked for Jade is fantastic. And the oops, I seem to have accidentally killed them with this crossbow. That was fantastic.
Pointed at them.
Turns out if
I
you pull the
brutally
trigger on
murdered
this,
everyone.
it kills people. That was great. I really enjoyed all of Alan's stuff, especially like carving recipes into the back of the shield. That was great.
That was a nice touch, yeah.
Yeah, and wet leather and lemon glaze is something that will haunt my dreams now.
As it should.
Yeah, and then all the NPCs were really fun too. I'm really enjoying this so far, and I cannot wait to talk to the person that we just met. And I won't say who I think it is because I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm pretty sure I know
It's
who it is.
Anina.
What?
Clearly.
Probably,
Anita has a Welsh accent.
probably not, Anita.
Anina's an actress. She can do a Welsh accent. She's super cool and I know
Indeed.
That is true. I'm pretty sure she could do a Welsh
accurate.
accent. And then, yeah, just getting to be an absolute little shit with Draff and pull an accent out of thin air because I didn't practice it at all like I said I was going to. That was fun. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, the whole thing was my favorite part. Where you can find me next, today is Friday, so tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, I will be GMing Animus Violentus, which is our spin-off show, I guess you could say, of Animus Absentis. So we're going to have a season of this crew that's kind of getting thrown together because the galaxy is at war with itself, essentially, and they've been rerouted to a little space station so that they didn't get blown up. So it's going to be interesting to see how they all come together and what they decide to do with the state of things. So yeah, if you've been keeping up with Animus Absentis, this is happening immediately after the events of last season. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Speaking of which, if you are enjoying the Animus content, there is an Animus lore and roleplay server, which has a lot explained about locations and characters and organizations and things that are in that universe. And there's a whole half of the server that's dedicated to just role playing. So you can make a character and play in that sandbox. And yeah, I will toss a link into chat for that. And then other things to share or plug is just sponsors, which are Fundamental RPG. It's a simple D20 system without a genre, so you can use it for any type of game that you would like to play. We use it for Animus. We also used it for a high fantasy game last season, so you can really do anything with it. You can pick it up on Amazon for the physical copy, or if you prefer a PDF, you can get that at coffee.com/Raven, like it's spelled at the bottom of the screen. Also, go check out Die Hard Dice at dieharddice.com. They make really awesome polymer and metal dice sets and accessories. Like this one. I didn't get a chance to roll it today, but I used it quite a bit yesterday. It is the Winter's Embrace Dire D20, and this thing is big and heavy, and it just feels really good to roll. Definitely recommend having like a pad or something, because this will destroy tables. But with a dice tray, it's fantastic. And there's a link to that in chat, and then if you use the code BLACKFEATHER, all one word with a capital B, you can get 10% off your whole order. And then, yeah, if you want to catch up on this show or any others that we have on the channel, including past shows that we've had, you can do that at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. And I think that is everything. So we're going to go on a raid. We're going to go raid Tabletop Horde. Virginia's playing some Sea of Thieves with a bunch of other really cool people. Go say hi. Give all of them a follow if you're not doing so already. And then, yeah, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
All right.